माझं नाव रे तुझंच आहे.
हो म्हणजे म्हणजे काय?
तुला शिकू घालते ते सगळं तर.
अरे मग कसं बघा ते माळ आहेत की त्याच्यामध्ये ना शिवा सर म्हणून उठा. या. बस मीटिंग मतलब होता क्या है ये क्या है वो कौन है
So the YouTube live started since then.
Okay, thank you. We are 1 minute to 11. Good morning, everyone.
मॉर्निंग सर.
Morning. Can we have more of you come on video, please?
Morning, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, can we have more of you on video, please? Yes, Venkat sir, thank you. Kiran sir, hello.
Meeting on.
Okay, can I also request you all to name
Morning,
yourself,
sir.
child's name?
Which meeting on? Papa.
Can you rename like this with your name in bracket your child's name so that we understand you even more? Nihan, okay, got it, sir. Vikas sir, can you come on video as well? Vinod sir, hello. D. Kritika, Devanshi's. Okay, Devanshi's dad, right? Got it. Hello, Vikas sir. Can you rename with your child's name too? Sheikh
Yeah.
Shanawaz, ma'am. Yeah. There is somebody with Realme. Can you rename yourself? Nanda sir, can you rename as well?
सरला दिसलं रे सगळं.
Okay, got it, Vinod sir. Okay, we'll just give 1 more minute and start. Nihan, hello.
रिहान रिहान.
Okay, there is one more with name as user. Can you rename, please? And also, we can't see you. Hello. Okay, for all of those who have joined just now, Anjana, Aparna, and Aditya. Okay, for all of you who have just joined now, can you just rename like this? Your name followed by your child's name. Okay, got it, Sheikh, Shanawaz, Mubashira, and Anas. Okay, fine. My invitation to all of you, in another minute, we will start up the meeting. My invitation to all of you, the workshop is going to last for about 1 to 1.5 hours time till 12:30. I request you all to get seated at a place which is very comfortable. Get a pen and paper also, and also be available with the DMIT report that you have of your child's. The team must have already shared to you. So be ready with those three things. One, you be in a place where for the next 1.5 hours you're fully here. Second, have a pen and paper. Third, get the DMIT of your child, which we are going to use it in some time from now. Okay, with that, we'll start off. Very good morning, all of you. Very good morning and welcome to the DMIT workshop. Yeah, for all of you, you can let's make it very interactive. Let's make it very enthusiastic also. Next 1.5 hours, let it be a real, learning opportunity and exciting opportunity for each one of us. So I request everybody to start typing in, start speaking. When you speak, you just ensure that you are raising your Zoom hand and then we'll start. Is that okay, everybody? If that's okay, can you all type in okay? Can you all type in the chat okay? Okay, we'll use the chat more as well. Okay, thank you, Kiran sir. Okay, are we all ready to begin? Thumbs up or type in ready. Are we all ready to begin? Super. Thank you. Does it work for most of you to come on video? For those who cannot come, it's okay. But as many people as possible, can you come on video, please? Yeah. Otherwise, for me, it's like seeing dark screens. Great. So, yeah, we'll start off with our session. So, first of all, I really acknowledge each one of you here who have joined today. Really take a moment to acknowledge your own self. I personally acknowledge each one of you for choosing to be here instead of doing several other things that each one of you could have done. Right. I'm in that absolute acknowledgement of each one of you. And I really thank you for the interest that you have towards your child's development. Awesome. So let's get going. So what is this DMIT workshop all about? Right. So let me share. There are three major objectives for today's session. Three major objectives, right? So we keep talking about every child is unique, every person is unique. Each and everyone has some talent in them. Now, is there a way that we can see where are we naturally good at? Is there a way to identify where we, need some more push in that direction? So our attempt with this DMIT workshop is one, you'll understand the uniqueness of each and every child, of each and every human being. What are the various parameters which are there to understand the uniqueness of your child? That is number one. Is that clear? Number one. Number two, what about your child? What is that uniqueness about your own particular child? Which areas, what are your child's natural talents, natural learning style? When I say learning style, how can they learn the most? Right? What is their brain orientation? What is their personality? The second objective of today's session is understanding your own child in a deeper way. Third objective, for me, learning without implementation is of no use, right? So I would want each one of you to take at least three takeaways, three actionables, which you can implement right away after this session. Right. So these three things, one, understanding the uniqueness. What are the parameters that you can understand the uniqueness of a child? Number one. Number two, understanding your own child in a much more deeper way. Number three, three action points which you can do or you can take away right away so that your child will grow beautifully. So your 1.5 hours time, is it worth if we achieve these three objectives? Can you all type in agree if you agree with me? Yeah, put some. Let's do some work with our. Okay, Nanda sir, thank you. Let's keep chatting. My energy will come from your energy. Ruhan Khan sir, yes, thank you. Yes, bring it on, Vinod sir. Awesome. So, yeah, I really invite all of you, whatever inhibitions or if something is bothering you, just park it aside for the next 1 hour, 20 minutes or so, and let's be fully here. And, this is one of those workshops which I have personally, got trained on several years before. I really got curious about what I wanted to know more about myself. That's when I got my DMIT done and I got my reports. I got Geeta ma'am's DMIT done, and we are super thrilled about the value that this report can give us. For that reason itself, we have started it for our fly school. For every child from grade 1 to grade 7, we have the DMIT done for them. Right. So before we move even further into the session, I invite all of you, yeah, to reflect on what are some common things that you have and your child have. I repeat, reflect on what are those some things which are common to you and your child. Somebody wants to share, you can raise your hand and share. Analytical. Kiran sir, can you unmute and share a little bit more? Mhm.
So generally, he tries to analyze what is happening there.
Okay.
So mostly, uh, maybe in like mathematics also, if I say
Okay.
he's quick, he see how creative he can answer that and so on.
Okay. Okay. So you find the similarity of being analytical in you and in Nihan. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Keep looking for more. Look, you can look at in terms of behavior, in terms of patterns that they may be having, in terms of liking, in terms of dislikes. Sometimes you may be common in dislikes also, right? Some common interests.
Other one is like playing. So when I was kid, I was playing like him only.
Mhm.
I can remember myself
Okay,
very enthusiastic. I want to play full day. Yeah.
okay, 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 got it. So I invite all of you to look at, these aspects. What are the behaviors? What are the patterns? What is some commonalities in terms of liking, disliking? It could be food, it could be the kind of sports that you may like, or it could be the kind of uh, the TV,
No,
while
Tibu
entering
rejection are good.
in time, but what could be those common things that you would want to watch along with your child? Yeah. Does everybody have at least one common thing? Yeah. Ruchika's mom, can you share what do you have?
Keep it out. Give it to someone.
Mhm. Okay, anyone else wants to share? See, be in this inquiry. I really want you all to understand to keep observing the children. There is a lot that we can learn by observation. Right. Now, let's move on to the next one. I want each one of you to answer this. What is the most wonderful thing about your child that you like? You can chat. Adya is singing like his dad. Okay. Emotional, enjoys being with people. Okay. Okay. Creative in art like his mom. Manvikas, I personally have gone through her DMIT report, Nanda sir. It's quite, um, like a mixture of things I could say for her. Uh, Nihan, creative in his art like his mom. Love to explore things. D9R2ZH, can you rename yourself, please? Okay, now the second question, what do you like the most in your child? Okay, Venkat sir, she like traveling. Okay, energy levels. Okay, or activeness. Okay, okay. Yashaswini ma'am, may I know your child's name? Creative and thoughtful. Sorry? Good-hearted. Okay. Okay. Yashaswini is okay. Activeness. Okay. Now, this question you may not like it, but I invite all of you to have a thought about this. What is it that one thing that you want your child to improve on, or which you don't like about? Gianna's mom got it. Very artistic. What is something that you want your child to improve? Okay. You don't want her to be overexcited, sir.
Yes.
Okay. You like her activeness, but you don't like her overexcitement. Huh? Okay.
Yeah,
Lekhya gets bored up easily.
Sorry, Ruchika ma'am.
Lekhya gets bored up very easily, sir.
Okay, so
Within some time she gets bored up. So I don't want her to continue that.
you don't like her to be bored.
Yes.
Do you get bored?
No, not so easily as she gets.
Okay. So comparatively, you want her to get less bored. Okay. Bored very fast, Zain. Okay, Zain sir. We have over 18 parents or so. Her tolerance for discomfort or pain is low. Okay, got it, Nanda sir. Need improvement over anger. Nice. Thank you. I acknowledge all of you for openly looking at it. Right. See, once we are open with what is it that we want to work on, that becomes easier for us to work. The more we are in denial that everything is fine, when in fact nothing on this universe is 100% fine nor 100% not fine. It has its own balance. Became irritated very fast. Okay. Okay, got it. So now let's move on one further step ahead. For all of those who have joined just now, please ensure that beside your name, you please write your child's name as well. So your naming convention, your name followed by your child's name. Now, Aparna ID, discomfort to speak to people. Okay, got it. Got it. So real me, ma'am, can you please rename yourself? See, it helps me to understand and connect to each child if you can name appropriately. Yeah, now let's move on. See, when we say uniqueness of your child, or if I ask uniqueness about you, what is unique about you, or me, or anybody? How do you say it? How do we say it? In what way you are unique? Right. Are you all ready to learn in what way each human being is unique? If you are ready, type in ready. Yeah, type in yes or ready. Yeah. Awesome. See, listen to this very carefully, attentively. I want each one of you to get it 100%. Right. While there are various methodologies in the DMIT that we are talking about, there are six. There are six ways in which a person uniqueness can be understood. There are six ways. The first and foremost is the personality type. First and foremost is the personality type. So some people are, there are four personality types. I'll talk about each one of them. Four personality types. So which personality type does your child naturally is? Right. That is number one. Number two is brain orientation. Somebody was saying about my child is very analytical. Somebody was writing about my child is very artistic. There are two parts of the brain, right side of the brain and left side of the brain. Each one has its own significance, right? So second is the brain orientation. Which side of the brain is your child is more inclined towards? Third, a very interesting part, very, very interesting part is about the learning style. How does my child learn? Each one of us here doesn't learn the same way. Do you all agree to it? Each one of us here doesn't learn the same way. Some people learn by seeing, by visualizing, by looking at things. Some people learn a lot by listening. Some people learn by kinesthetic, like by doing stuff. Right. Third is, how does your child learn the most? There is a third aspect, learning style. The fourth element, is quotients. Lot of times, how many of you are aware of intelligent quotient, IQ? IQ, everybody, thumbs up, thumbs up. Guys, let's be very enterprising. Zoom, thumbs up. IQ, everybody is aware of it. Now, what are the other quotients that you can think of? You can type in as well. EQ, wonderful. EQ is emotional quotient. So important in this modern era, right? So we have, yeah, IQ, got it. We have four types of quotients. Number one, intelligence quotient, which we are all aware of. Second, EQ, which is the emotional quotient of it. The third one is the creative quotient. We call it as CQ. How much is my creative quotient? Some people, some children, if you look at, are very, very creative. They are naturally inclined towards it. And some people are not at all creative, right? The third aspect is a CQ. Fourth, which is one of the most important one and which is less spoken about, is called AQ. AQ is the adversity quotient. When we say adversity quotient, it is about the pain-taking ability when you are in some situation. I saw one of you were writing about getting emotional or tolerance for her discomfort is low. This comes in the adversity quotient, right? And nowadays, our children's ability for pain or the tolerance for pain is going low and low. So it is very, very important for us to make them strong on the AQ part also. So four questions. So if I just go back, number one, personality type. Number two, the brain orientation. Number three, the learning style. How does the child learn the most? Number four, the quotients. Number five, very, very interesting. How do you make decisions? Do you make the decision same way as your friend or a brother or your father or a sister? No, right? We all make our decisions in different ways. So there is some pattern for this as well. So number five, we call it as acquiring methods, which is also about how do I make decisions in various scenarios, right? And last but not the least, it's called as multiple intelligence, where Dr. Howard Gardner had coined this thing. It is about 8 intelligences that I'll talk about in detail in the subsequent in next few minutes of time. Fine. These are the 6 areas or the 6 dimensions in which we see the uniqueness of a child. Is that clear, all of you? If it is clear, can you type in clear in the chat box? Yeah, is that clear? Can we have more engagement? Yeah, super. So just to read, kind of reposition into each one of your brains, I'm sharing this slide as well. The six ones, the first and foremost is the personality type. Second is the brain orientation. Third is the learning style. Fourth is the quotient. Fifth is the decision making style or the acquiring method. And the last are the multiple intelligences. Right. So now let's take a little deeper cut in understanding each one of them. Uh, so when you say personality, there are four types of personalities. Now, I want each one of you to start visualizing about a person when I say the attributes of this personality. Right. First, personality type is called as dominant personality. When I say dominant personality, it is not about dominating other person or uh, throwing them around or kind of thing. Dominant personality are those who are highly goal oriented. For them, if they decide something, they will actually go and start making that happen. They don't worry too much about people, but if they decide a goal, they'll go full on into that. Their sensitivity towards emotion is on a lower side, rather their sensitivity towards what they want to achieve is on the higher side. These are the ones who are very straight with people. They don't mind if you get hurt or if you don't get hurt. They are more like, is the job done? More like a taskmasters kind of a thing. That is the first type of personality, which is called as dominant personality. The second type of personality type is influential. Influential. When I say influential, these are the ones who are like, they are high on energy, high on enthusiasm. These are the ones where, in parties, they are the ones who actually come to the forefront. They'll be bubbling with enthusiasm. However, the continuity after that part will not be there much. But on that particular day, they will be super enthusiastic. They want to keep trying new things. They want to explore more and more things. But then in terms of continuity, they don't want to do much of it. They don't like much of that. That is the second type of it. Third type is steady. Steady type are those who are highly people oriented. When I say people oriented, they think a lot about others' emotion. What will they think about me if I do this? And these are the ones who are actually exceptional team players. They will follow the instructions of their boss or the leader, or right. And these are the ones who have lot of potential, but they don't take it forward because of so many considerations that they keep for their own self, for their own self, right? There is the third type. The fourth type is called as cautious personality. These are the ones who are very careful, highly research. These are somebody like highly research oriented. So if one of you have to say, for example, buy a mobile, you will do lot of research. You will see at least 4 or 5 websites, see the ratings. Is this really correct? Okay, then you'll read some of the user reviews. Probably you'll maybe checking with one or two more people. So cautious personality are those who are very cautious in approach. They want to do a lot of research before they actually start implementing something. These are also the ones who can criticize others, and they don't like to be criticized, right? See, out of all these four personalities, it is nothing that this personality is good or that personality is good. It is just that this is a personality that I have. This is a personality that you have, your child have, and each one is beautiful in its own way. Each one has its own limitations in its own way, right? So to deepen it, I'll just share this slide. Yeah. Okay. So the first one, dominant, clear everybody. They are very direct. They are highly decisive. They don't take too much time to decide. For example, my brother is in the first category. If you want to buy a recently purchased something, he'll just quickly decide. And the moment he decides, he'll just go and start implementing it. They are highly direct and, to the point kind of personalities. Right. Second, they are the ones who are decisive, they are doers. They will be on a, they will also expect others to be in that way. So they will be a bit demanding and a bit domineering kind of a person, right? And second is influential personality, where they are inspirational, interactive, quite interesting on that particular day, but they'll be highly impulsive. Like today, I want to do something, they'll get into that. If they don't want to do that, they just, tomorrow something else they want to do. So they are highly impulsive in nature. Sometimes it occurs to others as they are irritating, right? And the third type is the steady type, who are very stable, support, sincere kind of people. These are the ones who have a lot of potential, but because of their excessive thinking about what others will be thinking, or trying to be too sincere, they are usually slow in decision making and sensitive towards the emotions as well. Right? This is the third type of personality. And the last type, compliant personality, who are very cautious, who are very careful. And as I told, these are the ones who are very good for research, right? But these are not the ones who are like, if you are there in the war, you would want to have a dominant personality rather than a compliant personality. If you want to get a research done, you would want a compliant personality rather than an influential or a steady or a dominant personality. So each personality has its own positives and its own challenges. You can also do a deeper research on this, where this is a very, very famous framework, DISC framework, DISC framework, we call it as. You can do your independent Google search on understanding it more. So in the interest of time, we will move forward. So far, is this clear, all of you? If it is clear, can you chat clear? Okay, okay, got it. So are we all with the flow? Am I too fast or too slow? You can be very clear. If I am too fast, you can type in fast. If you are with the flow, type in flow. Okay, okay. Got it. Super. Okay, super. Nice. So, Nanda sir, somehow your camera is slightly blurred. It will be good to see you. See, if it works, some of you, can you please come on video? It would be lovely to see blanks, you than the blank screens. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, some issues with camera. Understood, sir. Got it. Sure. So let's move on. So first type we all understood. First type we all understood that it is about personality types, four personality types, and each one of you have got that. Right. Now, let us move to the next one, which is about brain orientation. See, there are two types. Broadly speaking, there are just two sides of the brain. In these categories, again, there is some more subcategories. Uh, okay, just to deepen the science of the DMIT, what happens is when the child is in the second trimester, when the child is in the second trimester of the pregnancy, the brain actually gets formed. It has 5 lobes on the right side and left side 5 lobes. So overall 10 different lobes we have. And during the same point of time, your fingerprints are also formed. So there is a direct correlation with the patterns of your brain and the fingerprints. So there is a study. There is a lot of researchers have worked on understanding the correlation with the brain patterns and the fingerprint patterns, because both come from one layer called don't remember the name, something called, they from the embryo, both of them come from the similar layer, it seems. That's why this study and the brain study uh, will give us insights on the natural innate potential of a child, right? So while the science, while we need not understand fully the science behind it, we want to utilize the report that has come out for us. So in terms of brain orientation, there are two broadly two sides. One is the left side of the brain. The second side is the right side of the brain. See, left is highly logic oriented. Left is highly logic oriented. Right side is highly creative oriented. Right. So again, in the report, there will be a classification of it, which we will not go deeper. Later on, you can read it by yourself. One fundamental thing which I want to share with all of you, most of the education system, if you look at right from my own college of Bits Pilani, or even if you look at IITs, or even if you look at uh, good multinational companies also, most of it, we are highly logic oriented. The education system has too many tools to develop your logic, but very, very limited tools to develop the creative side of it. Whereas for a life to be holistic, to be balanced, it is important to have both of them to be in a balanced way. Logic can earn us money, can earn us respect, can earn us a lot of goodwill in the society, or it can really uh, give us direction and all of that. But the magic of life comes from the creative side of it, those finer elements that we actually do. If you really look at your life now, if I ask you, what are some of the beautiful moments in your life so far? If I ask that question, for most of you, it has nothing to do with logic. It will be some good moment of your child doing something, or you getting some uh, acknowledgement, or you doing some work in a beautiful way or so. So coming back to the thing, there are two parts of it, right brain and left brain. Left brain is highly logic oriented, right brain is highly creative oriented. So it is important to balance both of them as much as possible. So at Fly Holistic Schools, I'm not sure if many of you are aware or not. A couple of things we do for this midbrain integration also. For grade one, we do a lot of midbrain activity sessions that we are doing right now. So the idea is to balance them so that the equilibrium of right brain and there will be a lot of balance with right and left brain thing. You could also do this at your home where you can type in as mid brain activities. Midbrain activities. Google May, you'll find plenty of videos on that. You can actually make your child do. You can do it by your own self also. This thing. Okay. Is that clear about the brain orientation part? See, don't worry about the logic part because our education system is highly logic driven, unfortunately. And though I also come from that similar stream, I would say the balance is very much important for a happy and a beautiful life and a competent life also, right? While logic definitely keeps us competent, for us to be happy, the right brain part of it is something which has to be nurtured. Sometimes when you nurture the right brain, it will also give exceptionally creative ideas too. So having this balance is critical. So that is about right brain and left brain orientation. Right. See, when I say right brain and left brain, it will be something like this. Like it is not that you will not have both of them. There will be something like, in this particular child scenario, it is about left brain is 51.42 percentage and right brain is 48.58 percentage. For some people, it could be 53.47. For some, it could be 50.1 and 49.9, things like that. So as much as possible, if we can just bring it to the, balance, that is very much ideal. Now, moving to the third part. Second part, I hope everybody is clear. We'll pace it up now. Learning style. See, this is one very, very important area if you want to really make your child understand or learn in a faster way, right? See, some of us there are three types of learning. First is called as visual learning. These visual learners are the ones who, by looking at the map, by looking at the picture, by looking at some poster, or by looking at a book, they learn a lot by visuals. Second is highly auditory. Auditory are the ones who enjoy learning through hearing. I am highly auditory. So what I do is for me, podcasts, lot of podcasts which are there, I keep listening to them. I don't get bored. I get charged up by listening more and more because I am highly auditory. And the third type of it are kinesthetic ones. Kinesthetic ones are the ones who want to go and do things. They want to feel. Only when they feel, they actually, you know, get that sense of learning. See, I am highly auditory. Geeta ma'am is highly kinesthetic in nature, right? So if I make her listen for a 1 hour long audio about some learning and development thing, she doesn't enjoy it. Rather, she would enjoy when she is in midst of people doing some activity, working with something. That is a kind of learning style that she has. And each one of us have some element of all of this. In this particular scenario, if you look at this child is highly auditory, like 49.5% is auditory, kinesthetic is 38.17, visual is 12. This can highly change. For your child, it could be like visual could be 40, visual could be 50, or it could be 33, 33, 33. So depending on a child to child, this actually varies. So what is critical for you is to understand what are these three learning styles and how do you apply it for your own self and your child. I'll give one small example. How many of you here doesn't like to be told in a strong voice? I repeat my question. How many of you here, you don't want to, you're okay to listen the complex, whatever complaint is there, but you don't want to be heard in a louder voice? How many of you here don't want to hear in a louder voice? You can raise your physical hand or type in me. Okay, Nanda sir, got it. Type in me, whoever has doesn't want to be heard loudly. When somebody shares in a stronger tone, you don't like at all. Okay, okay. Even Yashaswini too. Okay, okay. See, probably these are the ones who are like me, who are high on auditory. For me, how much ever complex thing you told, how much ever issue it could be, tell softly. It's okay. More than the sound, more than the content of the issue, the tone of the issue becomes issue for such people. So understanding your child's pattern and your own pattern will really help us to navigate through situations in a very seamless way. Right. See, you could also see that it is also called as the learning style is also called as love language. Right. So some people, if you see, when I go to school, a few children come and hug me. Few children give me a high five. Few children want to talk to me. See, the ones who want to hug me are the ones who are type in, type in. The ones who want to come rushing, even if your own scenario, if you have a couple of children, one child may want to come and hug. See, these are the ones who are highly kinesthetic in nature. They want to have the touch and feel. They want to have the touch and feel. It doesn't mean that the child who is not touching you, who is just sitting there, has lesser affection than a child who is coming and hugging you. It is very, very important. Sometimes our elders have, even us, have this opinion that see that child how closely he is coming. For some child, it does it. They don't want to be like, they don't like to be touched. They would probably want to hear your voice and they feel okay with it. Got it, Anjana ma'am. Yeah. And you also. Yeah. So it is not about this child has more love or that child has more love. It is about what is the love language of that child. For me, for those who are highly auditory in nature, if you hear the sound of other person, for me, if I lie, I love my mom like anything. If I hear my mom, it gets settled for me. I need not go touch or do something to her. For some of you, looking at that person itself will settle. So don't judge a child based on the actions they do. Understand the design of that particular child. Is this clear so far? Third one, and how you can implement this. See, if your child is highly visual, you may want to give them more pictorial references for them to learn quicker. If they are highly auditory, you want to make them say the same thing, whatever you tell, you teach them, you may want to record it and then play it again. Or you may tell your own child that, Nana, whatever you are studying, record that and listen to it again if your child is highly auditory, you can adapt or you can adopt some things which are more like they can listen and learn quickly. Is this clear so far? For those who are kinesthetic, give them activities to do. They enjoy doing it. They love doing it. That's how they will fall in love with learning also. You know, there is one beautiful saying which says, if you judge the fish, if you judge the fish by its ability to climb a tree, its whole life it will think that it is a foolish one. A fish is meant to be in water, it thrives in water. If your child thrives well by listening and learning, let him do that more. If your child learns more, especially if the complexity of the uh, learning might increase as the children keeping growing. So any complex things that they find, let them learn in the way that they actually can learn faster. Right? Learning styles clear, everybody. Can you type in clear or yes? Type in clear. Okay, got it. Can we have everybody respond, please? Super. Okay, let's move on to the fourth dimension, right? We have covered three things so far. Personality type, where we talked about DISC, then the brain orientation, right brain and left brain, then the learning style, visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Now, moving to the fourth one is about the quotients part. See, I want each one of you to really pay a significant attention to the fourth aspect of it. See, for this particular child, intelligence quotient is there. Is about, this is for 100%. So you'll have some varying percentages of IQ, EQ, CQ, and adversity. As I told, four quotients, intelligence quotient, everybody understands it. It's about the logic. It's about the analytical ability of that particular child. Right? That is clear. So we will move to the next one. See, if you want to develop your IQ, what do you do? Can somebody type in, if you want to develop IQ of your child, what will you do? Okay, you can unmute and say, if you want to develop IQ of your child, you want to develop logic of your child, what will you do? If you get stopped at IQ, what will you do for AQ? Everybody, what will you do? If you want to develop the intelligence quotient of your child, what will you do? Okay. What do you think a Sudoku does? Okay. Give them more puzzles, problem solving, improve number, reason, logic. Clear. Will as a puzzle game, yeah. Things like Sudoku, jigsaw, puzzles, all of this, right? Very clear. And you have plenty of options to develop your IQ. Right, right. And in the school also, in the education system also have a more focus on IQ. Unfortunately, I feel that everything should be balanced, but even CBSE mandates like that, IB mandates like that, where a lot of focus will be there on IQ. Anyway, coming to the second part, emotional quotient. Emotional quotient. It is about two aspects, understanding my own emotions and understanding others' emotions. How many of you feel EQ is very, very important? Very much, yes, yes, yes. EQ is very important. Now, you tell me, how do you develop EQ? How do you develop EQ? If you want to talk You can raise your hand and talk as well. Teach them being empathetic. Okay. How do you teach them? How do you teach them? Getting them know about values. Okay. Okay. By understanding your emotions and understanding other emotions. How do you understand that? How do you make a child understand it? See, it's a very, very important question to actually get very deeply engaged in. Situational awareness, be around more people, interact with them, explain tough situations, how to handle, give examples of how we face,
And, and
self-awareness.
and when we understand their feelings and when letting them know that we are understanding their feelings,
Okay,
so at the
okay,
same time they will get to know like we have to have we have to understand emotional situations of others.
okay, okay, okay. That's one way, Shweta ma'am. Sure. See, there's definitely, as all of you have rightly mentioned, it is one of the very, very important areas for children to learn and understand. So, emotional awareness, developing the emotional quotient begins with emotional awareness. What emotion are we currently in? Then, second, what is the desired emotion that we want to get into? And one of the powerful thing that helps all of us is you sharing what emotion you are going through. As a culture, as a society, we have not built a society where we are very open to share. If I am feeling anxious, I am anxious today. I am fearful today. It is okay to actually share whatever you feel sharing so that your child starts understanding that, right? At school, for emotional development, we have a dedicated partner called LXL Ideas, that is called as School Cinema. So they might have got one book also. I invite each one of you. There are very few people across the country working on EQ. We are one of those schools who is actually putting effort in that direction. And it really helps if you take that initiative at home also. Whether do you do a math problem or not, my teachers will surely not back me for this, but then for me on a personal note, whether you do those or not, while you should definitely do those also, invest time on EQ. EQ, it takes time to develop. So go through their EQ books, understand them, make them share. There are beautiful puzzles around developing emotions. So you can utilize that as one opportunity, right? Second is being self-aware. Third, definitely we are doing yoga right from 7 years and above. So 2 years and above, grade 2 and above, we are doing yoga every single day in the school. That also helps us in regulating our own emotions. Okay, moving forward, in the interest of time, I'll speed up a little bit more. The third part is a creative quotient part. See, creative quotient, uh, well, there are plenty of options to develop the creative quotient. Only thing is parents' willingness, and parents should allow children to do that. Let them do something creatively. It's okay. If they paint on the walls, you can repaint it. It's okay. Don't make a big thing out of they doing something about the walls, or if they break something, it's okay. Let them create something new. So creative quotient, you can give them some art book, you can give them some clay, you can give them some, live tools that you actually use in your house and ask them to make something. Right? Creative quotient also, you have plenty of options to develop. The last one, adversity quotient. This is a very critical one, and it is even more increasing because of the social media, because of the reels, because of that. I would put it in the other way, like very short term may they are getting this dopamine release by seeing a 30-second reel or a 1.5 minute reel, right? So adversity quotient is a quotient of their ability to take the pain, right? How many of you feel that your child's ability to bear a pain is lower when compared to your own self at that age? I repeat my question. How many of you feel AQ, adversity quotient of your child, is lower than you compared to your own self during that age? Okay. So other way put, if I put it the other way, is your child able to take pain? Are they tolerant for pain? AQ is high for Ruhan. I'm very glad. See, for most children, AQ is actually going low. One is inbuilt, which is there, it's there. Second, the social circumstances are also in such a way that every small thing, there is a lot of cushion for them. I would actually say, let the child fail. When I say fail, not fail in terms of exams or something, fail as in they let them not get what they actually want each time they ask for. Let them be in that uncomfortable situation. Let them be in that uncertain situations. Uh, while while in the short run, it may seem that you are troubling the child. Trust me, in the long run, that is going to do a huge amount of good for the child. So put the children in uncomfortable circumstances. It's absolutely fine. They will come up. So you create opportunities where you put them in uncomfortable situations. You make them take some decisions. If those decisions go wrong, also it's okay. But let them know that because of this, this has happened, which is okay. The other day I was there in both the campuses during the elections day. Children have lost elections. So much of crying was there. So much of crying was there. See, I didn't want to pacify them too much, nor wanted them to let alone. But it hurts, no? It hurts. It feels, అరే మన పిల్లలు ఏడుస్తున్నారు కదా వచ్చే రోరేనా. It actually hurts. But actually, I think we should allow the child to let them bear that pain. The more they bear now, it becomes easier for them once they, graduate, once they get into the real world. How is life for each one of us here, right? How much comfortable is it? We'll have different circumstances to handle. So adversity quotient is something which parents have to consciously build in children. At school also, we will put efforts to uh, try doing that. One of the important things that you need to do is don't give them immediately whatever they ask for. That doesn't mean each time they ask you stop them. You have that I don't know the right word in Telugu, in English, but no, manchi vichakshana toti, we will, with the right balance, we'll give them how, where all we should hold them, where all we should give them. Uh, so just ensure that balance is there for the child when you put them in difficult circumstances, right? See, other day I was having one conversation with a parent. We gave a consequence to a child to stand for a 10 or 15 minutes, and that is a concern for a parent. Yeah, absolutely, delayed gratification, that is a concern for parent. I am like, for me, my sirs used to beat me also. We don't do that at school now. We don't do all of that. But then why I'm telling this is, let's not be super sensitive towards giving pain to our children. Okay, is that clear? Everybody in line with me? Especially, I invite all of you to focus on the adversity quotient part and the emotional quotient part. Other two will happen. Lot of things are there. External support is there for other two things to happen. Okay, moving on. Acquiring methods. I'll be a little quick here. This is how you take your decisions, right? So if you look at, some people take their own decisions. These are the ones who are self-cognitively high, right? When I say self-cognitive, so in this particular scenario, this child, out of 10 decisions, 2 decisions that child takes by themselves. 8 decisions, that is effective thinking, means they look at the circumstances. What everybody is doing it, I will also do the same thing. So you can keep looking at your own friend circle, your own self when I share about each of these. Self-cognitive, they take their own decisions no matter what. Effective are the ones who actually take decisions based on everybody, based on the peer group, based on the surroundings. Third is a reverse thinker. Reverse thinker are those who are like hatke, out of the box thinking. You have very, very small percentage of people who are reverse thinkers on this planet. People like Elon Musk, he could have some 30-40% of reverse thinking probably. People like who are like highly innovative, they are the ones who are there in the reverse thinkers. Lastly, reflective. These are the ones who follow certain set rules, certain set patterns. If we tell them this is how it has to happen, they will simply stick to those patterns. So these are the 4 types of decision making or the acquiring methods. Right. Now, how do you put it to use? How do you put it to use? If your child is high on self-cognitive, now you want all of you your 100% attention. I don't want you to misinterpret what I am saying. If your child is highly self-cognitive, that means your child takes every decision on their own. We want them to become more sensitive to others also. So you may want to tell them that, okay, beta, everything you are doing now, you should allow me also to take a decision. Second scenario, your child is very low on self-cognitive. Like in the current scenario, 20% self-cognitive, 80% affective. We want them to take their own decisions more. You will tell them, I will not take a decision for you. You take your own decision. You tell me what to wear today. You tell me what time we will start to that function. You tell me what time we should start. So you look at what is it that the composition of your child, and then take a decision in that particular. You make your parenting in that direction. Is that clear, everybody? Because the world is like, if you are always self-cognitive, Kiran sir, if you are 100% self-cognitive, why should your team member listen to you? You should also embrace others and then take it forward. If you are highly 100% effective, when I say effective, it is like you go with your peers. When is your own decision making going to grow? So you look at your child and then see what needs to be developed in that particular child and give them such tasks and such activities. Is this useful? Is this technique useful, each one of you? You can type in useful if it is really useful. Very, very critical. Don't do the other way around. Don't push every child to start taking decision. How to develop reverse thinking? Beautiful question, sir. See, this is something which is like out of box thinking that we wanted to do, right? So, one of the good ways to do is just ask them to come up with solutions of your own situations also. Like I am follower of Sadhguru of Isha Foundation. He used to say, when a child is 6 years and above, he used to sound off his Isha Yoga challenges with his daughter Radhe. Sometimes he used to come out with out of the box solutions, it seems. So something, if you find something that you are able to, whatever you are handling at your workplace or situation, keep asking them actually, keep asking them, keep questioning. See, if you want to develop a child, more than giving direct answers, appropriate questions will develop them even more than giving them a direct answers. So you can consider giving these various scenarios, sir. Like I was working with my children, my niece and nephews. How do we develop admissions to schools? I ask them to just you go while think and come up. Once in a while, when I keep meeting our children, also I keep telling them, you give me 10 ideas of developing our school. How do we beautify our school? You things like that. Some of them have come up with really beautiful ideas. One child told me that, Baba, we should write a newsletter which is published by the children, it seems. So they will go and talk to their parents, something like that they'll come. So you create some situations, ask them about, what do you think we can do about it? If you have a problem with some pigeon mesh, Geeta ma'am was interacting with some children. She was asking where pigeons were coming in our house. She was asking, this is our issue, what can be done? So children will actually start thinking from their own directions without dismissing them, their ideas. Something could be very trivial, something could be impractical. Don't dismiss them. If you dismiss, you are shutting them off. So just keep sharing them different scenarios. They may come up with a lot of ideas by themselves. Right. So here, everybody, we'll move to the last one. Yeah. So multiple intelligence is one more area. Yeah. So there are 8 intelligences. Quickly, I'll run through. You have a report also, so you can go through. The first is called as intrapersonal. Intrapersonal is lot to do within your own personal self. So some people are very high intrapersonal. For example, if you look at a sports person, if you look at a boxer, how much ever they get hit, they still want to stand. So those are the ones who are high on intrapersonal multiple intelligence, right? That is first. Second is logical, which is easily explainable. Third is linguistic. Linguistic are the ones, if you have high on linguistic, you can learn multiple languages easily. So if your child is high on linguistic, you can consider making them learn a Sanskrit or a French or German or whatever languages they can learn very quickly. Fourth is naturalist. Naturalist meaning they are good with pets, animals, plants, nature. They are more towards that. See, it is also critical that this particular child, if you see, the naturalist intelligence is 3.47%, which is on the lower side. We can work on changing any of these percentages also by consciously working more so till the age of 12. After that, the brain concretizes more. The younger the child is, the better that we can work towards them. So in this particular scenario, I will actually consciously make the child go more towards the nature, have a pet, or work or spend some time with the pet. Things like that we should do. Nice. Next, interpersonal is your ability to interact with others, right? Some people are very easygoing, they can make friends easily. Some people find it hard to make friends. So interpersonal are those who are okay to do that, right? Okay to in terms of their relationship with others, it is good. Then visual intelligence is their ability to see things. Their visual aspect will be on a higher side, which is self-explanatory. Then kinesthetic. When I say kinesthetic, right, in terms of their ability to start doing things. If the way, the speed with which the ball comes to catch. Some people, if you see, they can catch very easily. Some people, it becomes very hard for them to catch. People with kinesthetic intelligence have that ability to understand that speed, that motion, and all of that, right? Some children, if you see their trolleys may zap, 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 they keep going like that, like crazily, right? So they could be high on kinesthetic. And lastly, musical intelligence. Musical intelligence are the ones who have natural flair. See, whatever this entire DMIT is about the natural potential of that particular child. Can you not change it? You can change it by constant exposure to them. However, this is how the inbuilt child is, right? Musical intelligence, one of the strongest areas for me personally is my musical intelligence. I didn't knew it before till the time I took my DMIT. Now I have a music teacher. I'm learning violin and vocal with my music sir, Rashekar sir. So it's an opportunity for each one of you also. If you want to get this DMIT report done for your own self or your wife also, you can reach out to our office team. They will tell you the next steps for it. But I highly recommend that it's important that we understand our own self, our children deeper, and then plan it accordingly. Right. So multiple intelligence, is it clear, everybody? Right. 8 parts. So super. So now the first objective of this workshop is making you all understand, as parents, you understand how do we understand the uniqueness of child. We all understood that there are 6 elements of it, right from personality to right brain, left brain orientation, to learning style, to the quotients, to the decision making, lastly, multiple intelligence. Clear, everybody, so far? Type in clear, yes, no. Great. So, awesome. So, we'll move to the next part. Now, understanding this, how do you, second objective of this session is, how do you understand your child's natural makeup, strength, learning style, all these 6 areas? So do you have the reports of your children, each one of you? Can you all open it? Everybody have the reports. You can type in yes or do a thumbs up, Zoom thumbs up. Okay, okay, super. Great, quite interested parents. Thank you for that. It helps actually. Only thing will be good to see more of most of you. Based on your facial expressions, I can understand how much you are getting also or not getting to. Nancy ma'am, yes, got it. Sure. So all of you go directly to page number 48. Manvika's dad, is it okay if I share Manvika's report on the screen for everybody's learning? Okay, thank you. See, that's an opportunity of keeping on video. We will debrief her report here. See, can you all see this? Right. See, as I'm working with, as I'm just, kind of looking at Manvika's report, I invite all of you to look at your own child's report and start connecting. So be here and be there. Be here and be there. Right. Be very sharp. All right. So if you look at her personality type, I think yeah, it's Manika. So personality type is steady personality. So steady are highly people oriented. They usually like to be around people, kind of sincere. They want it. They don't want to hurt others. It's okay even if they get hurt also, but they don't usually tell others that I am hurt. So this is usually the pattern of the steady personality. I am a steady personality, so I can relate like anything. Right? Usually this is out. In terms of goal versus comfort, they prefer more towards the comfort side or towards not making people hurt. On the other side, if they decide something, if they tell others that I am going to do this, usually they tend to do that. They are an excellent team player. Flip side of it is they take some decisions on a slower side. They think too much about people. So if we can reduce that part of it, that steady personality can become even more powerful state, right? You can become an extraordinary leader if we have balanced that goal orientation with people orientation. So consciously building that will really help a lot, right? So when we look at the brain dominance, so Nanda sir, I think we have to work a little on her. So if you look at, she is creative, lot more, she looks lot more creative, right? Yeah. She looks a lot more creative. And the left side of it, like the logic part of it, is something that we can consciously look at building for Manvika. Okay. So yeah, everybody will go section by section. Personality type clear. Okay. First, I'll just debrief this. So all of you can be here and then apply to your child. Brain dominance, if you look at, hers is quite a big steep, right? Right brain is 56% and left brain is 43%. So consciously work on developing her logical part of it, right? That will help her. One good part is the right side, if it is high, it's on a brighter, for me personally, I say it's more like a brighter side because, yeah, I got that she is very creative. Yeah, you can nurture it more, sir. And the education systems and this logic part anyway will keep getting covered. So you can focus a little bit more on the puzzles part too, but then it's okay, right? Learning style, if you see, she is very, very skewed. She is very high on auditory. Nanda sir, గట్టిగా మాట్లాడిందంటే she doesn't like at all. Is that correct? You can unmute and share.
Yes, sir, you're right. That's why if I'm not very happy, she'll feel bad.
Yeah. If you talk loudly, she doesn't like at all. So
No,
you
she
have,
doesn't.
yeah, she doesn't. You have to be gentle with her. Having said that, world will not be gentle always. How do you develop her? Right? So tell her, this is better. This is how you are built. Nana, no, this is how it is. So manam appudapudu gatti talking loudly doesn't mean they are screaming at you. So create belief system, something like this, sir. So you have to
Right.
tailor make a bit.
Right.
right? Her visuals is on a lower side. Kinesthetic is again okay, which is fine. Like she likes doing and thinking. See, if you want to develop the visual part, switch
Mm-hmm.
on the video, turn off the audio,
Mm-hmm.
turn off audio, just make the video be seen. Ask her to keep sharing what is happening.
Okay.
Ask her to
Okay.
see more visuals. Tell her
Right.
more.
Right.
Consciously build this up so that if this increases, this will also aid her, right?
Sure, sir.
So all of you clear on the learning style? So for this particular child, auditory, she can learn a lot by listening, then by doing, and then by seeing things, right? Then we'll move on to the quotients part. Intelligence quotient is okay. Emotional quotient is brilliant actually. It is wonderful for her. She can understand her emotions and others' emotions also very much, sir. Sometimes it becomes
Yes,
a
sir.
problem also. మరీ ఎక్కువ అర్థం చేసుకుంటే కూడా it's like but then that's fine. So now we want to utilize what strengths they have and look at how do we cover their weaknesses or the areas where we want them to become stronger. Creative quotient is also beautiful. Adversity quotient is something which we need to really work on. And I
Right,
think
sir.
you have beautifully spotted it also, as you mentioned in
Right.
one of the chats. Yeah, yeah. Put her in tough situations, sir. Put her in some tough situations. It's
I'll
okay.
I'll give you an example, right?
Uh,
She was not well last week. We had to literally spend 1 hour just to make her take a fever syrup every single time. So, she's very stubborn in some ways. So,
hmm.
yeah, we try to not give her everything very easily or try to explain why she can't have something. But yeah,
Okay.
we'll keep working.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, one powerful thing that you can do is put her in sports, especially individual sport, where she'll
Mm-hmm.
keep failing. She'll keep
Right,
failing, failing, failing.
right.
Federer says, in my entire career, I have lost more than 50% of my points. Something like
Points, correct.
right,
Mm.
right.
Right,
It's like people consider me as a Grand Slam winner, but in my entire career, more than 50% of the points I lost, which is okay.
right.
So put her in sports, sir. That's a very powerful thing to do. Okay,
Yes,
clear
yes.
all of you. Quotients may, right? Then, if you look at the acquiring method, self-cognitive,
What
10%,
is the average percent of all these quotient?
100%, sir.
Not 100 means can which means like adversity quotient. So what
Ah,
should be the means best means number?
right. See, it is like this, sir. Uh, for Manvika, 12.3, see, it depends on like individual to individual, right? So, ideally speaking, if everything is 25, 25, 25, 25, that's like a super balance, right? Having said that, that doesn't mean that, see, adversity quotient for Manvika is 12.33%. My adversity quotient could be 25%. Having said that, her pain tolerance could be more than me also because it is very much individually, it is comparative within that individual. It is not a comparison with individual to some other individual.
Right,
Am I making sense, everybody? It's important that if Manvika's 12.33 is there, that doesn't mean she is weaker than someone else or stronger than someone else. It just says within her own self, this is the composition of herself.
right.
Got it, got it.
Yeah, it's very critical to understand this part. So, yeah. Then acquiring methods, if you look at self-cognitive 10%, so her individual decision making is on a lower side.
Right.
You can consciously tell her to take more decisions, Nanda sir.
Sure, sir.
Don't take decisions for her. In fact, I would say give her some decisions of your own thing also. If all of you have to do somewhere, go somewhere, you ask her to start taking decisions. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
sure,
okay.
sir.
And honor those also, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And effective, if you look at, no, she is quite much influenced by her peer group also.
yeah, we can see that clearly.
Right. 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 See, a lot of us are, but then, yeah. that is okay to some extent, which is fine. But also, I think self-cognitive, if she can actually, at least if it can come 30 or 40%, right, that will really help her. Okay. I hope everybody is going through all of your thing. Or Ashwita, my daughter also doesn't like loudly speaking. Yeah. See, I also see this thing. When bell of the school sound goes, some children keep like this. Some 5-10% of children. The moment they keep, I'll be okay. This guy is auditory. Okay, immediately we'll actually get a sense of it. Okay, moving on. Multiple intelligence, sir. If you look at her intrapersonal is very high out of all. That is why she is very firm on what she wants.
Yeah, yeah.
And to say 1 hour, you said you had to convince her to take no, because if once she decides strongly, it is very firm for her. She
Right,
decides very
right.
strongly. Yeah. Interpersonal is okay, logical is fine, visual is fine. Others are fine. I think one area which I would consciously work upon is the natural intelligence part. She may not like pets, she may not like nature or so.
Right.
Consciously can work towards that, it will help her more. Because nature is something which is like naturally healing also, right? So you can work on
Nature,
building.
luckily, one set of grandparents are in the village, so we go there often. So that part, at least, she's spending time in nature.
Very good, sir. You can create some assignments in that, sir. You can make her plant a tree, ask her to name it, celebrate
Right.
the birthday of the tree. So they'll start building a lot of bond also. So we have a small pet in our house. I am not like a nature person. Now I'm so fond of dogs now. There
Mhm.
was yesterday or a few days back, I was rushing to a meeting. One dog just lost her way. I literally stopped my vehicle, stopped there, ensured that that pet is taken back to their owner. And
Mm.
then I went late for that meeting. But then we become sensitive the more we spend time with them, actually. And
No,
I
she
just
wants
couldn't
to get
believe
a
I have
dog,
become like
but
that. Huh?
yeah, she wants to get a dog, but we told her, once you're old enough to take care of the dog, then you can get
Yeah,
one.
yeah, sure. Okay, okay. Got it. So, all parents, are you all clear with this? Any questions, anybody? Now, let me share the other part of the report also. There are a few important parts, like for this child, if I just take Lakshmotaka, one of the other thing I was seeing. Yeah. See, if you look at his personality is compliant personality. His visual is good. It's kind of pretty much balanced. Look at his adversity quotient is on a lower side. His EQ is also very powerful. So like that, each child it varies. So you have to look at what is it for your child and then develop. It also has which career choices they can fit into. See, I would not bother about this much at this point of time. Let them grow, children evolve. We have psychometric assessments once they reach 8th grade or 10th grade. During that time, we can look at that. Uh, yeah. Sir, about Vihan and Rayan Ratnakumar. Any specific question you have, sir, we can answer that. Yeah. So music, management career, he really thrives. So like that, you'll also get which career. One is career. Second is extracurricular activities that they can be part of. Right. For some people, if you want to build logic, you can put them in chess. If you want to improve their creativity part, you can put them into something like an art classes or a music class or a dance class. Right. And yeah. See, this is one more interesting thing, which we call it as Holland theory. What are they naturally interested in? You can spend some time on page number 40, all of you. Today, I'll very briefly touch upon this. See, there are 6 types again in this. What is it that you naturally like? Some people like to do routine works. Those are conventional. So this child is high on conventional. He doesn't like the routine to be changed. He want to kind of repeat it. These are the ones who are good with accounts. And if you look at the next part, next high for him is enterprising. Enterprising are those who want to start something new. I am high on enterprising. Actually, I want to keep on doing new things. That's how even school has happened. We do so we these are the ones who are entrepreneurial in nature. They want to do more of new things in life, things like that. Then social. Social are the ones who are good with people or they want to be more and more associated with people. So a combination of enterprising and social is a very powerful combination for entrepreneurs. Right. And then you have realistic. Realistic means they are the ones who want to do outdoor. Like if you have look at mechanical engineers, they are like realistic people. They want to work with something physical, abstract and all. They really don't like. Investigative are those who are analytical in nature. Lot of software, you need lot of logic, coding, decoding, identifying mistakes. These are highly investigative. And artistic is self-explanatory, who are more into artistic kind of thing. So this is what naturally interests those children. So if you look at what does your child get excited about, you can look at this page and see what excites that particular child. Fine. See, other part is, you can go through the rest of the report. It also gives compatibility. Compatibility, when I say, if you are dominant and your child is steady, what is the compatibility? I'll give you this thing. See, your personality is something and your child is something else. How do you actually do a compatibility? See, a lot of times, even husband and wife have these challenges of you can't understand my point, you can't understand my point. That way, when the personality changes, it is tough actually. If if one personality, if your wife is steady and you are dominant, or if your husband is steady and you are dominant, the fundamental goal of each one of you is different. For dominant person, that accomplishing the target is important. For that steady person, ensuring that people are happy and safe is important. So that mismatches happen. So if anybody is interested here, you can get your own personal DMIT is done also, which will give an overall view of how you are built up as well. Right. So I'll pause here. We'll move to the third objective or second objective. Any questions, anybody? Can one or two of you tell what is it that you have learned about your child newly? Ruchika ma'am, anything that you have learned newly about your child? Venkat sir?
After joining Fly, she's taking part in anchoring. I'm happy for that, sir.
Okay, I'm very good about knowing this, but I want you to talk about the current session, ma'am.
Regarding
Current
Lakshmi
session.
Ma, she's doing good.
Yes, sir. Go on. Regarding Lakshmi Maheshwari?
Yeah, she's doing better now. She's listening more than earlier.
Okay. Sir, my question is, from the report, from the current DMIT report so far, anything new that you've learned about Lakshmi Maheshwari?
Not much because I'm seeing her in myself.
Okay, okay.
So I know the defects what I have. So I'm seeing the same thing to her in herself as well. So I'm trying to when I see the DMIT and my mind, it's like similar.
Very similar. Okay,
So
okay, good.
I'm trying to mold in the scenarios where I can reduce
Okay,
the.
okay. Sure, sure. Excellent. So, good, sir. Good to know about it. Uh, how is our anyway, that's fine. Anyone else have any question? Rachel, ma'am, anything that you've learned newly about Gianna?
Chandu sir, how accurate we can consider this?
Good question, sir. This is about 96% accurate, sir.
Sir, I can say means the report that I am having of Rohan, so it's almost matching the
Right.
musical, he is having the musical ability. So as per report, he used to do the means ke, listen to the music, try to sing,
Hmm.
and I think he is also participating in the school for all the means ke, musical means ke, activities. And the main that I already shared that the AQ. His
Hmm.
AQ is also at the high level. So the
Right.
things, the report that is captured in the DMIT report is almost matching with.
Excellent. Excellent. See, I'm very glad that many of you are seeing that it is matching. In fact, all of you are seeing that it is very much matching. See, what is critical is we are here, we are all here not to check whether it is matching or not. We are actually here to derive value from this session. So now I invite the third objective is this, to see what are those things that you can implement so that it can elevate your child even more.
Yes, I
They
agree.
have to take own decisions.
Taking their own decisions. Okay. Who said that? So can you all take at least next 3, 4? Is it okay if we extend till 12:40?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So look at from all directions. Look at their personality type. Look at their brain orientation. Look at their learning style. I want each one of you to at least take 3 action points, which you will start implementing now onwards. You can keep sharing here also. The moment you get one, you can keep sharing, either talking or sharing here. Sharing in the chat. Anjana ma'am, what do you want to do for? I saw Adya is more kinesthetic or so, right? Anything that you want to
Yes, sir.
implement? Hmm.
Maybe she can socially move to everyone at the end, Aparna.
Okay, okay, okay.
Adya is very dominating, but Aparna is not socially moved to
Right,
kids and
right,
parents.
right. Okay. See, I think I saw Aparna's report also, Anjana ma'am. Aparna's,
Okay.
if I remember correctly, her emotional quotient is on a lower side. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right. No, yeah, I remember saying it. See, you may want to, we have that socio-emotional learning thing. See, this is not just for Aparna's mom. All of you, please include. See, start applying it. It is about how you apply for your child that will give result. Report as such will not give anything. It will give you what it is karke. From here, we have to apply. Now, everybody very attentively look at. Now, Aparna's mother has this thing of Aparna's emotional quotient is on a lower side. Now, what can she do? So, one action point, Anjana ma'am, one action point you can do is
Sure, sure.
we have socio-emotional learning book, which we are implementing in the school.
Okay.
So, you can actually look at her book,
Okay.
go through that book.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
Chusa,
I saw
okay,
that.
wonderful.
Yeah,
You saw that.
Chusen, sir.
So, right,
Yeah.
excellent, Andy. So, now ask her, what did you learn here? Can you explain me? Can you tell me
Yes,
more
yes.
about this? Everybody getting it? So one action point for Aparna's mother is, for Aparna, she will go through the socio-emotional learning SEL book of Life Holistic School and keep having conversations with her. That is one action point for her. Right? Like
Yes,
that,
sir.
each one of you, like in the case of how is that decision making for Anjana, for Aparna, ma'am?
Decision making, okay. 50-50.
Okay. So in that, what is written? Decision making layman for Aparna. Self-cognitive, how much percentage?
I think 8.
80 is there, huh?
I think so.
Okay. See, for all of you, if self-cognitive is below 50%, you may want to your child to take more decisions. Let your child take more decisions. So write that as an action point for your own self so that you'll start implementing it. Learning style may you will get one action point. Devanshi, okay, got it. Planning more activities from October as per DMIT. Sun also for DMIT and for you also you want DMIT. Okay, got it, sir. So Vinod sir, what activities in specific will you do from October for Devanshi?
As I went through with DMIT, right? So there
Ah,
are a couple of things I have been noticed. One is chess, and
okay.
I thought, I mean, earlier, last 1 month, that was in my mind. So
Hmm.
why can't I can enroll them for any particular foreign language training?
Okay. Hmm.
So that was same exactly in the DMIT when I'm going through. So that would be on my
Hmm.
list.
Got it. So number one will be joining in the foreign language, or number two joining in her chess. Any other thing?
Yeah,
Learning style, what is it for her?
auditory, right? Yeah, auditory, more of auditory.
So how will you apply that?
That we have to plan. Yeah, that is also one key point to keep in mind. Yeah.
Correct. So you can make her listen to more, sir.
Hmm.
So ఇప్పుడు foreign languages, if she is liking, and if she is high on auditory, whenever she sees YouTube, see, we want them to reduce screen time, but if at all she sees no, you can try her with a different language.
Okay.
Try with different language. She'll pick up faster.
Sure. Sir. Yeah. Understood.
See, that could be the third action point for Devanshi,
Done.
Sir,
right? Yes. Yes, ma'am.
sir, for Hanvika, the learning mode is more for visual, like it is 40%.
Hmm.
So the hearing and other things are like less. So how can I improve other learning modes for her? Because only through visualization is not possible in every area.
Right. 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 See, what is the other percentage, ma'am? Auditory, how much?
They are like 20, 20, 20, 20 kind of things.
Got it. Got it. See, one thing that you can do is activities like ask her to close her eyes.
Okay.
You read out something.
Okay.
Ask her to reproduce that. Ask her to tell the same thing.
Okay. Okay.
What it does is it shuts off her visual input and sharpens her auditory input, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, sir. Actually, this I experienced even while teaching her maths, like while additions and subtractions. When I say her anything orally to do addition or anything, she won't be able to understand it. But when I write on paper, like I'll show, like this is apple, these many apples. So I have to draw the number of apples on the paper and have to show. Then she'll get to know it. But when I say it orally, she won't get it immediately. So this I
Excellent.
even observed.
Understood, ma'am. Beautiful. Now you have understood why it is like that for her,
Yes, yes, sir.
right? Is this helpful?
Yeah, it is.
Now you should consciously develop her other faculties.
Okay.
That will be even more powerful for her, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Start doing this. Ask her to close her eyes. You keep telling
Okay.
something. Let her listen to it. Let her reproduce it. Give her some activities. Things like that. See, you have to be creative also to innovate some things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
What are the other two things that you got? Other two, at least two implementable action points.
Logical thinking also, like logical skills. For that, I have to give some puzzles. Like I have to initiate all those things for her. Like logical
Okay.
thinking skills, because her right brain is more dominant than left brain.
Understood. Okay. Very nice. You are very sharp and looking at what you can do. Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, and one more, her intrapersonal percentage is also more. It is 30%. Because while choosing a dress or while choosing anything, she won't listen to us. It's finally it's her decision.
Right. So, got it. What is her personality?
Dominant.
Uh, what is her self-cognitive?
It is also more only, sir. Like 30% around.
Okay,
For her,
okay.
self-cognitive is 60% or 70, I think.
Then she will be like, నేను ఏది చెప్తే అదే.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Yes, sir. She is.
So, yeah, so you want to consciously build that, నాన్న నువ్వే కాదు అందరు ఉంటారు. So, you have to allow others also
Hmm.
you should allow others also. You should, you should kind of orient her more in that direction. All
Hmm.
decisions are not your decisions. Something we also have to take. The way you want to take decisions, we also want to take decisions. So
Yes.
you want to train her more from that direction, Sweta ma'am.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it becomes challenging. Who wants to be bossed around? No.
Exactly, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it is good that she is. See, that doesn't mean it is wrong about her. It just
Hmm.
means her personality is like this. Now, how do we make strength from here?
Hmm.
Right.
Okay, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Now, for all of you, one general suggestion I would say is sports is a fantastic personality development tool. Even today, I keep playing cricket matches on Saturday or Sunday, at least monthly, twice or thrice we go and play. See, it actually gives us that failure. We become okay with it.
Hmm.
So put into sports, it's a beautiful personality development thing. This is an invitation for all the parents here.
Okay.
Take time, especially the individual sport. For those of you who feel that she is not a team player, like ఎక్కువ dominant ఇట్లా అనిపిస్తే, see, these are the ones who can become as leaders, Shweta ma'am.
Yes, sir.
They can
Hmm.
become leaders. Only thing is, people ని కూడా దగ్గర, if you also focus on people and then take no, that
Hmm.
person will become an extraordinary leader. So
Yeah.
balance dominant with steady, then nothing can stop actually.
Hmm. Okay, sir.
Right.
Yeah,
Super.
yeah. I understand.
Yeah. Excellent. I think we are at 12:40. We are at the, in fact, end of the session as well. Our third objective was, does everybody have at least 3 actionables that you can implement right away? If yes, can you type in yes? Okay, super. 3 actionables minimum. Okay, got it. Fine. Last question. Do you find this session useful? You can be very free on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being not useful at all, my time waste, to 10 being extremely useful. You can type in without any hesitation. You can write. You don't have to impress me or anything. Very useful. Okay, got it. Okay. Very useful. Got it. Excellent. So thank you for that. See, what really matters for me, for my time, is that you implementing those actionables in your real life. That will give me more joy than anything else. And if we are able to keep seeing the difference in the children, right, it fills us with a great sense of joy and pride. Yeah. See, as I'm talking to you, I'm actually getting a lot of emotion in my own self. We really want our children to thrive, use the opportunity that we have. It's like having the best arrow in our armory and then not using it. Most of us do that. Right now, you have one of the excellent tools that we have. Please use that. Please implement that. If anybody wants deeper debriefing of the report, we can schedule it with some counselors. They may charge some 1,000 or 1,200. We can do that a 45-minute or 1 hour session with them. If anybody wants individualized counseling for your particular report, right? If some of you have any specific questions, if I get some time, I'll be happy to catch up with you all You do not pay me anything or so. My what helps me is you implementing those, right? Okay. Ruhan Khan, sir, yeah. PPT, see, one of the things that we want to discourage is we want more people to participate. Unfortunately, out of 170, 180 parents, we have about 18 to 20 today. So what we have also done is, I'll share that with you, sir. You can please ping me on a personal note. What we have also done is, we have done this as a recording and it should be in the YouTube of Fly Holistic School. We will share that YouTube link. Please go through it and start implementing. Fine. All right. Anything else anybody wants to share? Ashok sir, got your compliments too. Okay. Thank you. Ruchika ma'am, thank you. I'll be really delighted to see Lekhya doing this.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. See, with this thing, I'll complete the session. The shifts could be very small. If you look at the rocket initially before the launch, even if it is a 0.0001 degree tilt, instead of this, even if it is slightly like this, as it goes up and up and up and up, after it reaches 1 hour, there will be a 15-20 degrees shift in that person. So if you implement consistently some of these points, there will be a tremendous growth in the children. My vision and direction is that when we see fly children, they should be just out of the box over the period of time. When I say out of the box, they should be loving, highly competent children and wonderful people to be around. That is how I see our children to be. And thank you so much, everyone, for being very actively participating here. And we'll call this meeting complete. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Shiva sir, shall I close the meeting?
Yeah, yes, sir.